Hi, my name is Jacob Stiles, and the topic of my presentation is organization and structure. Business can be very complex with hundreds and thousands of people working in many different roles and having many different roles. In order to manage their resources the effective way, businesses must have clear organizational structure in place. Organizational structure includes the different relationships between people and organizations. For example, in some cases, an employer may want to have a formal relationship between people in the organization, or in others, it might be more relaxed. This happens in everyday life. Think about the organization that you're a part of. Do you hear people call one another by their first name, or do you hear people call one another by their title, like Dr. D or Mr. T? Or do you hear people call one another by like their first name? It's like different levels in the business, and they're basically referred to as hierarchies. A hierarchy is basically like the term they use, and the term occurs when people are given some type of rank or a position that's significant and like basically very important to the organization. All businesses have employees working at different levels of responsibility. At the bottom, businesses depend on operatives to produce the product and service. Team leaders often perform day-to-day managing roles, with operational managers. They set directions and strategies for the business as a whole. The number of employees in each level will depend on the business organizational structure. It is important to basically determine who takes the responsibility for decision making, who reports to who takes the blame when things mess up, or who gets the pat on the back basically when things are going well. It's three different organizational structures. You got hierarchical, it's hard for me to pronounce it. Hierarchical structure, like a hierarchical structure is typical in like large companies, where each level of employees report upward or have like a narrow span of control. The downside of the structure is that it can slow up the communication process and decision making. So like that, excuse me, it's very important to like really understand that, because you really don't want to slow up the process, and you don't want to slow up business. So that's basically hierarchical structure. Then you have flat organizational structure. A flat organizational structure has much less levels of hierarchical and wider spans of control. Like, to say it like a little bit better, you have like a shorter or smaller level of hierarchy and like a wider span of control. That basically means employees at each level can communicate with managers more easily and quickly. Workers tend to be like a little bit more responsible for decision making. The benefits of it all with this structure, it may encourage more dedication and motivation for the workforce. This business structure is mainly used in small businesses and startups. And then the last one is a matrix structure. A matrix structure gathers employees who hold relevant expertise in order to help the business meet its goals. The people selected come from different levels and departments within the business. The structure can be used in both hierarchical and flat organizations. That's the end of my presentation. Thank you.